I never met an African until I went to this London Missionary Society conference in '46, and I was then 24. I went up to dinner, and at the table was Seretse Khama. Seretse was the inheritor as chief of the tribe, the Nkosi, which is like a king. We became very good friends, and I used to go up every Saturday night. My sister Ruth didn't have anything to do on Saturday night, so I asked her if she'd like to come up with me.
We met through my sister, but indirectly through the London Missionary Society. They used to have weekend sort of things for African students.
They clicked from the word go. You get this attraction. It's impossible to describe, but it's just there.
We discovered that we liked the same type of music. Always jazz. People like the Ink Spots. Of course, Ella Fitzgerald.
It was amazing how they had so much in common with such different backgrounds. In those days, the racial situation in London was not very good, and white and black did not go out together, especially a white girl with a black man.
We were very much in love. We knew that we were going to upset our immediate families, but then at the same time, we didn't want to live apart.
I think she was very brave, and so was he. His father had died when he was very young, and he was brought up by his uncle Sekedi. He was very much against the marriage, and he thought it would be letting the tribe down, and you couldn't have a chief with a white bride. They wanted to be married in the Anglican Church. Unfortunately, Sekedi wrote to the London Missionary Society asking them to stop the wedding, and they contacted the Bishop of London, and he telephoned the vicar the morning of the marriage to say he wasn't to marry them. So that was a Saturday. On Monday morning, Seretse went to a registry office, bought a special license, and then the Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock, they arranged to get married.
We were stubborn, but other people were equally stubborn in their attitude by trying to prevent us.
It was discussed in Parliament. Churchill said that they were a very brave couple, even though he didn't approve of the marriage. The British government sent out a team to look into the suitability of Seretse to be the chief.
Coming in from Bechuanaland, Seretse Khama, 27-year-old chief designate of the Bamangwato tribe. He had been summoned to Britain to discuss the future rulership of the tribe, affected by his marriage to former London typist Ruth Williams.
They had a lot of protests from South Africa. They said, we don't approve of a coloured couple being in such a prominent position. So the British government exiled Seretse, even though the committee that went out there couldn't find anything wrong with the marriage.
Had we not had the aggro, it would have been better. But I think just the fact that people were trying to separate us, even after we were married, they were still trying to separate us. Somebody described it one time as trying to split the atom.
It was news all over the world. I just couldn't believe that it was me and my family and Ruth and that we were living through this.
It's 6 years since the British government forbade Seretse to return to his homeland. Now he has renounced the chieftaincy forever, and at last the ban is lifted.
When Seretse was setting up the political party, he travelled all over Botswana. One of these times the car broke down, so of course Ruth had been in the WAF. She'd had 3 months training in car maintenance, so she got out and fixed the car. So he said, well, I certainly married the right woman.